So a little while ago, I made a video on this device right here, kind of iconic at this point. Iconic for the wrong reasons. It feels like a weapon. It probably could be a weapon. In fact, almost everybody who commented on this particular smartphone viewed it as a disappointment. This, of course, is the Red Hydrogen smartphone. That's a company with credibility in the camera space, delivering professional grade video cinema cameras, but no experience here, not with smartphones. So when they said they were gonna make a smartphone, a lot of people got really excited. They were like, well, this could be the smartphone with the best camera, for example. I went out and I pre-ordered not this model, but the more expensive titanium version. I've actually got it. It finally showed up. Now, this thing was delayed, but Red did something kind of cool. While people were waiting for their titanium version, they sent over a free aluminum version. In the meantime, while you were waiting, that's cool. This one is 1,300 bucks right now, $1,600 US. I thought it would make sense to unbox this and do a quick comparison visually speaking. I don't know of another titanium smartphone on planet Earth, but this also offers up an opportunity to kind of talk a little bit about Red's future in the smartphone game and some suggestions I have. But first things first, let's check this out. It's kind of cool looking. Ooh. It's heavy, much like the other one. It's a rugged, weapon-like looking thing. Now, the claim to fame here is the 3D functionality, but as we all know, I mean, that kind of, it didn't pan out. Didn't catch fire as far as TVs were concerned with that feature. It didn't catch fire with the Nintendo device. You remember the 3DS? Construction, though, it's like cyborg, future, carbon fiber, titanium. It's all the buzzwords. I mean, this is probably what you would be using in the post-apocalyptic cyberpunk future. You can see we got these pins here on the bottom. A lot of promise there with modules and accessories and so on, none of which we've seen yet. But that just highlights how complicated and difficult it is to get into the smartphone market and to keep up with the times. The smartphone marketplace moving so fast. I don't know how customers feel who pre-ordered this, because it's hard to be mad because you got this free phone, but then in general, the way that the device was accepted by people, I didn't read a single review or watch a single video from a customer or from a tech channel that was like, this is the one, this is what you need. This device is definitely not concerned with screen to body ratio. You kind of had to search and hunt for a reason for this thing to exist, because it wasn't the best at the thing you had hoped it would be the best at. And that, of course, is the camera unit. Not good.
Thanks. Everything is very blurry.
Glasses list 3D capable display. There's a novelty factor associated with showing off that type of content, watching it yourself for the first time, second time. Kind of 3D, but not very far. It's not like out here. It's just like a little bit away from the display. It's super hard to... What do I even... I mean, I can't imagine carrying this thing. Eventually, you're just like, I just want to see my content the way that I expect. Some relatively large speaker units on it, so it can deliver some decent sound. Still not the best that I actually heard on any device. I'm a bit disappointed myself. I had some high expectations for this phone, and I definitely didn't expect to be sitting here talking about just receiving the titanium version. Maybe the smartphone itself, the smartphone form factor, is the wrong place for Red to innovate. This brand, very popular in the professional camera space. The problem, though, with Red cameras is that they're big. They're gigantic, and that's good for what they do, but it leaves a gap. You know, there's a gap somewhere between the smartphone and the huge professional camera. That's where I think Red should be playing. That's where I think they could innovate. If Red had a compact pocket cinema camera with a touchscreen on the back that ran Android, so you could share from it immediately, so you could get better quality stuff that could then interface immediately with social media, YouTube, and the other things that you do on Android, that could be compelling. Interchangeable lenses on a device like that could be compelling. A bigger sensor than expected on a device like that could be compelling. Some of the things that held back those previous Samsung Android-based cameras was the fact that they just were bad cameras. that so happen to have Android slapped onto them. But what about a good camera? What about a red camera with an Android back and then red caliber sensors and so on the front end? So here's my advice to Red. Kill this product. I don't see it happening. I don't see this picking up steam. I don't know who this is for. I mean, I can name plenty of cameras that are better than this one. Of course, the Pixel, the latest Samsung, and so on. That marketplace is moving too quickly, but you could create this whole new marketplace. Somewhere between where you're at with the pro cameras and the smartphone itself. That hybrid product, that could be cool.